ninth day in the month of May 2026. Whether you believe it or not, our time flies, they say. And trust me when I tell you, it's about that time when you get to believe in it, how time flies. I mean, just last week here, we were saying a happy new month, and right now we are delving into the middle of the month of May already. So what are you doing about your year? How is your year going? And of course, how is the month going for you? Welcome to another beautiful edition of Spring Delight on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on StarTime. And remember, you can catch up with us on all our previous episodes. Our social media handles are right there on your TV screen. Feel free to engage us in whatever aspects and areas that you want to speak about. Beautiful morning to you, dear viewers and streamers all over the world. It is another edition, and of course, we're ready to delve into the matter of today. My name is IGBK. I'm joining ready today. Olufemi Alagbe, how are you doing this beautiful Saturday morning?
Yeah, very well, thank you very much, Ajibs, and beautiful morning. It's today. Well, it didn't rain today. It rained yesterday, so although the breeze is still blowing towards today and all that, it's a bit cold in a way, and you know, and we are moving along, and we are here again to make your weekend delightful as always here on here on Spring Delight. Don't mind me. Western Spring
it is Western Spring Television.
You know, I wanted to say on Morning Spring. Don't mind me. I've always been on your faces Monday to Fridays. However, this is on another level today. Spring Delight. It's always delightful on Spring Delight. You can't take it away from Spring Delight, and we are here, just as Ajibika has said, to get the needful done. Today is the 9th day in the month, and gradually the month is also winding up. Few more days to go. This is May. 31 days are in May, so we have a couple of about 22 more days to go. You know, it's winding up. Before you know it, 22 days are gone, and salary earners will be waiting for another alarm.
It's not even time yet. They're waiting yet.
Now, I'm just saying that they still have about 22 more days to wait for another alert or alarm, either ways. However, it's another 22 more days to continue talking and talking.
Don't say that
on air. And God will continually be our strength.
Yes, right.
So keep helping us. My name is Olufemi Alagbe. It's a beautiful morning and a nice morning to be here on the show.
Definitely. And you know, Femi Alagbe is speaking about the fact that he's in your faces Monday to Fridays. I'm in your ears Monday to Fridays. Rave 91.7 FM. No tension zone. Okay, so this morning, I mean, you already know, in case you did not know, and you're just tuning in for the first time, on our very first segment, we take you through the word of aerobics. This is where we let you exercise there at the comfort of your home. You know how much we say it takes so much, and the best way you can take care of that body is by burning out those calories. So while we go for aerobics, please don't just sit down. You just got to be a part of aerobics. And come next week, we're going to be having fresh new episodes from courtesy of TJ and You Fitness Center there at Workdeep Center here in Oshogbo. But right now, we want to go for some aerobics. Don't go nowhere. We're going to be right back.
Some people can come to this house. There's 6 space there. Let's go. Behind and beside someone. Behind and beside someone. Stretch your hand again to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Now, make sure you're beside someone and also behind someone. Let's program. Squats. Up. 1, 2, up. Ready? Come on. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, up. 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 We're on fire. Hey. 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, up. 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 Again. Ready? Come on. 3, 2, 1, go! 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. Well done. Well done. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, up. 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 Well done. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. This time around, the last round, I want us to clap with it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, clap. Now that. 1, 2, clap. Let's go. 1, 2, clap. 1, 2, clap. Well done. 1, 2, clap. Now that. 1, 2, clap. Let's go. Well done. Cool down, everybody. Welcome to Tabata. Our cool down program again. Here we go. It's this. Just swings. 3, 2, 1, go! Round 1. Again. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Well done. Well done. 3, 2, 1, again. Let's face this side. Let's face this side. Come on. 3, 2, 1, over. Well done. 3, 2, 1, stop. Well done, people. Almost done. Well done. Let's sit down again. We just cool down, cool down, cool down. Well done. 3, Last round. Last round. 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Well done. Relax. Well done, people. Well done. It's a battle. Are you ready? Your right side first. Right side. Let's go. Right side. Come on. Let's go. Well done. 3, 2, 1, stop. Other side. Come on, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go! Well done. Well done. Stop. Right side again. Your right, my left. Come on. 3, 2, 1, go!
No regret. I forgive everyone. Oh, I
3, 2, 1, stop. Other side again. Come on. Halfway in. 3, 2, 1, go! Well done. Your right, my left. Almost done. Literally our last program. 2, 1, go! Now pick a partner while we are wrapping up. Pick a partner. 3, 2, 1, stop. Pick a partner. All I want from you is jumping. Then we count. I need to hear that count. The count is what will determine if we will continue or we stop. So what I want is 1, 2, 3. We are supposed to stop at 8. If I don't hear your count, we will start again. If I don't hear your count, we will start again. So meaning, let's start bouncing, let's start bouncing. Come on, bounce, 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 bounce. Keep bouncing. When I say 1, I want you to jump 1 and also shout 1. Face me, face me, face me. Leave your partner for now. Face me. I'm ready. 1. I can hear you. Let's go 2. 1, 2. Keep bouncing. Keep bouncing. 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't hear you over there. Let's go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Louder, come on. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't hear you enough. It's looking like we'll start again. Let's go 6. 1, 2, louder. 5, 6. Let's go 7 now. 2 more. Let's go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one now. Last one now. Last one now. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well done, well done, well done. Now hold your partner, hold your partner. But the goal is, that's my program is jumping jacks. Once I say jacks, we keep jacksing. Now you pay attention to me. because I will aim for the floor. Once I touch the floor, I need you to also try to touch the floor. The first person that touched the floor will give the other partner a workout. So now everybody should think about the workout. So think about the workout. Think about the workout. Did you all get what I said? So we start. Let's say my program is ID. We do ID. So we do ID. Still spread out. Spread out. That comes over there. Spread out. So we do IDs, for instance, but you need to pay attention to me because I will aim for the ground. So once I touch the ground, you should also touch the ground. The first person that should touch the ground will give you that partner workout. I'm ready now. Come on. My program is talking on the spot. Come on. Remember, you need to pay attention to me. I am aiming for the ground. Once I touch the ground, you should also touch the ground. The first person that touch the ground, give the other partner a workout. Pay attention, let's go. Come on. Come on. Up was there. Now give your partner a workout. Give your partner a workout. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 1, stop. Again. Press your partner. Why pay attention to me? We are repeating the same thing again. Now our program this time around is stop distance. Meaning, we are going to give the partner a workout. I don't want to see jump with that. Ready? Come on. 3, 2, 1, let's start. That's attention to me. Start. Go.
That's right. Welcome back to the show, Western Spring Television 190 DTT. How was that aerobics session for you? I mean, it was beautiful seeing the fact that we just didn't have the adults alone. We also had the kiddies right there doing their thing. And whether you like it or not, you know, the moment they start like this from this early, it gets to be in their daily routine as the days and the years go by. Yes, the essence of us giving you aerobics is the fact that we need you to understand that exercising are part of the ways that you can take care of your body. All right, so right now we are migrating up to the second segment, and this is where we not just introducing we don't just celebrate our celebrity birthdays. You know, it is also a time where we take you through the back down memory lane. This is where we let you remember what has happened in our dear nation once upon a time. So I keep saying this week after week, you can always celebrate your loved ones right here on Spring Delight. All you got to do is engage us on our social media platforms, which is always outlined right there on your TV screen. So right now, we're going to be going for some celebrity birthdays and today in history. So should in case your birthday is today or in the course of the week, we needed to understand that you are a celebrity, and from me to you, from us to you, I pray to God that this will not be your last birthday celebration.
Amen.
So right now, let's go for some celebrity birthdays and today in history. Yes, right. Welcome back to the show, Spring Delight on Western Spring Television. Femi, like we said, I know you want to speak about that music. And honestly, shout out to Barry J and to all of y'all that have amazing voices. That is another voice that I really do appreciate. And, you know, in as much as some of y'all might be watching it and like, okay, what is this singing? That is a compilation of different adages, all put in one music.
Apologies to non-speaking Yoruba viewers. Apologies.
Yeah, but that was beautiful. I enjoyed it. Feel like, but you weren't vibing to the song as I wanted you to.
Yeah,
you know how we do.
Yeah, I understand. I feel like say today I'm just on the other side of no music kind of a thing. However, anything music is.
I know, right? I know, right? But that was beautiful.
But I would see that you are into it. That's why I said it behind the scene. That I knew you wanted to talk about it. So let's just go ahead and you know, in literature they would say appreciate that poem. But this is music. So I just said, go ahead, appreciate the music. Let's do the needful. When something is good, say it is good. There's no need to.
When it's good, say it's good. Don't sugarcoat it. Yes, right. And that is bringing us back to our second segment. Oh, the third segment actually. This is where we have our guest from another walks of life. You know, week in, week out. It is never the same. We want to keep you in the know on different set of persons and what they do and why they actually do the things that they do. Over to you, Femi.
Exactly. We want to have a very important conversation, and you wouldn't want to miss it because you wouldn't want to miss it. Because
it concerns you.
It concerns you as well. It concerns me. We are there here, and I can remember when I got to a show for the first time, and you know, I was trying to navigate the house issues. Oh my God! That's that's when they say I can't even remember the adage because it was really a whole lot talking about securing a house or where to stay and all that. You know, one of the things that essentialities of life include shelter. There's a reason why they said shelter is the first one. After shelter,
what you eat,
food, and clothing.
Yeah.
People will arrange them. They get sense. They know why they put them that way. They know say food first. They know say if you get food and you don't get a shelter to put.
How do you do
even
that?
The food self need shelter to stay under.
Honestly, right.
The same thing applies to your clothing. Even your clothes self need shelter to stay under. Now come and see now you are not having issue with the shelter to dwell in.
You're not balanced.
You know, say an issue you get. So that's what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about issue of housing, and our focus is around regulating property agents to secure affordable housing in Oshogbo. Let me put it in Osun State.
Our Osun State.
Here in Osun State, especially in the metropolis of Oshogbo. It's a whole lot. We have two guests who are going to, Yoruba we say, Ama tufun matayen. Today we have to the phone, and permits me sometimes if I get personal in this aspect because it's
me
now
too, actually.
Pinch everybody for every they pinch as they pinch you.
They pinch us.
They pinch us. As they pinch us.
They pinch them.
All right, we have right here in the studio two guests here to talk about this concept, and we're going to have an interesting conversation. Now, first here, Dr. I will start from the new face on the set. We have two persons, one a new face on the set, and the other has been been here before, and we are glad to have him here again. We have Dr. Adinle Olani right here with us in the studio. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio this morning.
Morning, moderators, and good morning, viewers at home.
Thank you very much for coming. And also we have ESV Sunday Omotayo. It's a pleasure to have you back on the show again.
Thank you so much.
Well, ESV is actually also an OAP. He handles a show on Rave 91.7 FM. That's Real Estate Window there, where he gets to present between the hours of 12 30 to 1. 2:30 to 2:30. Yeah, on Rem 91.7 FM, and a lot of insights.
Which of the days though?
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
So 2 to 2:30. Insights has been released there. I mean, you get to understand issues about housing, about you starting real estate business, and a whole lot. So just get to tune in on Rem 91.7 FM every Wednesday, 2 p.m. to 2:30. You get to hear his voice. Either he comes to dissect and analyze solely, or he brings in guests who get to, you know, handle all the segments. It's a pleasure to have you once again.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
All right, let's get to talk into business. Anjibike, should I start from my end?
Please just kickstart from your end.
Now, we're going to look at the issues I said about housing in Osun State, and why is it that we are having this issue? You know, there are expectations, especially I can remember, let me just refer a bit. When I got into Osogbo, but came in newly, I didn't expect houses to be as expensive as they are. There are some houses you will see that are out for rent and all that, and you are wondering, is the worth of this house, the price given to it, is it worth it in the real sense? And there are a lot of persons that have even complained that after getting those houses, the what they're supposed to get from what they have purchased, they are not getting it. What is actually the problem? Let me start with that.
Thank you, moderator. You see, when you talk of housing, housing generally involves the accommodation itself plus the environment, as well as the facilities. Okay. So that make up the housing. Now, you see, we are estate surveyors and valuers, and housing is just an aspect of our work.
What you do?
That we do. Housing is just a unit of the services, numerous services that we render to the public. And when you are talking about what of, because you made reference to that, what of the property, that means you are talking about the value of that property. And that's our core area. And when you want to place a value on property, there are so many factors that we normally put into consideration. And it's estate surveyor and valuer only that can place value on the property. Being
the sole person. Let me use that an estate surveyor and valuer is the only authorized person that can give a value to
the property. That is recognized by the government at all levels. And we have a law that back that. We have Decree number 24 of 1975, now Cap E 1311 2004. That is the law. It's in Nigerian Constitution. So it is estate value that can place value, be it rental value, be it capital value. When I mean rental value, you are talking of annual payment income or annual worth of a property in a year, annually in a year. But when you talk of capital value, you are talking of the entire property, entire value. Assuming you are disposing of the property, you know, you are disposing it outrightly. That is total value of that property. So there are so many factors we put into consideration before we can say this property worth this property worth that. Like you said at the introductory part that the price of the property is going up, you know. If not property alone, prices of other commodities, they are equally going up.
Everything.
So, and we are talking of forces of demand and supply. And when you look at it, the economy of yesterday is not the same thing today. There are increase in populations. There are influx of people. Look at this Osogbo, for example. Even before it was a state capital, you know, there are few people. But when people are influx of people from different corners because of the new capital, you know, the population increases, demand increases. So, and there is limited supply of this asset that we are talking about. Definitely, it will affect the value. That is one. Then the facilities provided into that particular properties. You know, facilities are vary. What this one, landlord provided in his property will be different from what landlord B provided. And they are in the same location. So, but when you inspect this, in fact, you as a client, you are convinced that I think I prefer this. So
because of what
you expect the value.
Facilities.
So the value to go up. So facilities also account for that. Then the location itself is a very big factor. So when you talk of location, it affects property in different ways. You know, we have commercial property, we have residential property, we have agricultural recreation, and different kind of property. So what the location that is suitable for residential property may not be suitable for commercial property. A commercial property will want a strategic, a prime location where that is accessible to different customers that are intending to buy his or her product. So, but when you are talking of residential property, what you need is a serene environment, cool environment, accessible road, available facilities. You know, they are a bit different from each other. So location play a key factor in determining, well, when you're talking of the main road, you know, commercial property will always be struggling to be on the main. Well, residential will not struggle for that.
Definitely.
Residential property will not struggle for that. So a prime property located on the main road or in a prime area will command very high value because it's accessible to everybody and everybody wants it. So that is
the rates of demand will be different.
So they will definitely influence the value.
Thank you, sir. I want to get practical here because speaking about accessibility, you know, playing a huge role, facilities. Now let's take it back to houses that have been built like some decades ago. I'm talking like 20 years. If none of these particular buildings, they've been there, you know, sorry to the non-speaking Yorubas right now. So now, just because at some point development came into that area, probably they now have better roads. It used to be like, you know, not so good a road, but now there is a road in this particular...
footpath before.
Thank you so much. A footpath, now there is an accessible road. Now, nothing has changed about this particular house. It has always been the way it is. So it can either be used for commercial, it can also serve as residential. Why does there have to be a hike in such buildings? What happens? What comes into play there? Is it because there's suddenly a road in this building, or because civilization is coming? So despite there is no maintenance of this house, there just has to be a hike. I don't know who I'm directing this question to. Let me take it to you, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. You see, properties are living beings, living things. They respond.
They are?
They are.
Okay.
In a way. So they respond to their environment. So like the scenario you just played now, that property will definitely respond to the environment because the environment has been improved. That's why the government is proactive these days by putting in a tax they call land use charge, a combination of 3 former taxes.
Okay.
Neighborhood development levy, and then ground rent, and then tenement rate. Thank you, sir. Those 3, but the neighborhood development tax speaks to what you are saying.
Okay.
How do I mean? Now, when a property enjoys environmental upliftment, as it were, you understand, it impacts on the value. Automatically. So when that property, even though it's still the old property.
Yes, right.
But because the environment has changed over time.
Has evolved.
Of course, it will impact on the value. It's an advantage to the owner of the property. And that's why the government realizes that we have put this facility in place, this infrastructure in place. Say, for example, a new tarred road in a particular location.
Yes, right.
It is impacting on the value of that property. So whether or not the tenants want to believe it, it has impacted on accessibility to the property. So you pay more. So the landlord enjoys more. The tenant pays more, but the landlord should be ready to equally pay tax. Do you understand?
I'm with you.
So the truth is that location, like the doctor said, plays a vital role in determining the value of a property. So, but I will quickly speak to this. Now, for that landlord to now enjoy better value on that property, all he needs to do is to put the property to the site to what we call the highest and best use. What do I mean by the highest and best use?
Explain that, thank you.
Now, say for example, in a location where a property has been for years, say 40, 50 years.
It's right, decades.
And the development comes in, and then the landlord now do not improve on the property. Over time, the property would degenerate. So what does he have to do? Because the land is now commanding higher value than the structure on the land. So what does he have to do? As professionals, we advise such landlords to improve, to do a redevelopment of the property on that site.
That is what the layman call renovations?
Renovations or retrofit, redevelopment.
Okay.
So when you improve on that site, then you get to improve the value, enhance the value of the land, because that land is now commanding value more than the structure on it. So what does a reasonable landlord do? he improves on the property, he retrofits, he redevelops, and then he gets more value over that site.
But if that is not being done, does such a landlord have any right to actually like hike the price of whatever?
He still does. So it's like
open market.
It's an open market. So so it's not left to the tenant to decide if they want to stay or not.
Okay.
As far as he's concerned, he's enjoying the neighborhood development that has impacted on that property. So the government.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win as it were.
All right.
So if you want to enjoy it more, all he needs to do is to redevelop that property, and then he gets at par with the current value of the land.
All right.
To buttress,
all right, Doctor, go ahead.
to buttress that,
Okay,
you know, he mentioned the concept of highest and best use, which he has explained. You know, in relation to that, there's what we call succession in land use.
Okay.
Because she mentioned that assuming government provided, they have provided the road, do this, do that, you know, not as as the effort of the owner, but the house has been there for quite some time. It doesn't have the right to even hike the price. It's not him hiking the price. You know, every settlement, initially they were agricultural settlement. Yes. All these places, they were bushes before. They were agricultural.
Farmland.
Yes. Later, gradually, residential comes in. Residential property. If we are farming here, where do we live? And before you know, the commercial activity started springing up. So each use will succeed the other. And you see most of the main road, most houses are giving way. They are giving way for the commercial property. They are demolishing some, building new ones, because the value of that property is more than the use. Maybe people are living there. Let's say we have, face me, all these tenement property, they were there before. You know, those are the ancient buildings.
That's right.
Yes, those are the kind of property we had before. But when the economy was booming, influx of people, there are active commercial activities, they were forced to leave. Assuming you are living in a room and parlor, and you are paying, let's say, 20,000 before, and somebody came, he said, we want to use this place for shopping activities. We are ready to pay 200,000. Can you retain that as a tenant in that place? You will definitely go. So the youths are living, they are giving way for the existing one, the current one, the best use for that place as at that particular point in time. That is why you see most houses being demolished, new ones springing up for the current use. So because
current,
yes, the potential value, the latent value in that property is now being discovered. So that is why the existing use, the other use, we have to give way for the new one that is ready to occupy that particular position. Due to the increase in the value of that property.
Fair enough.
Impressive. Doctor, let me ask you this question because you buttressed on that point. Then I will come back to ESV Sunday to ask the second part of it. Talking about house agents.
Okay.
What differentiates between an estate surveyor and valuer and the usual house agents that we know all about? I mean, all around rather. The ones that you will have a house of 400,000, an agent fee is like 300,000 already on its own, and you are wondering because a lot of times, just as I said, ESV Sunday or Motai does a program on radio, and there was a time he spoke about this, and there was a time he was here. We also had a bit of that aspect talking about estate surveyors and valuers on one side, and these agents on one side. What's their difference?
Yeah, thank you very much for this very good question. Initially, I told you we are estate surveyor and valuers, and we are regulated. Like I said, we have the law that backed our practice. We belong to the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyor and Valuer, and we are regulated by Estate Surveyor and Valuer Registration Board of Nigeria, which is under the Ministry of Works and Housing. Now, what differentiates us? Estate agency. That is where estate agents emanate from. Yeah, the practice is estate agency. It's just one of the functions that we carried out. So, and that is the area where we have a lot of quackeries. We have standard training from institution, either polytechnic or universities. After that, we go for professional exams and professional trainings before we are licensed to practice this. And we are regulated from the top because we are spread across the country. So what differentiates is 1, by our training, 2, by our practice, 3, by the charges that we have a standard regulation that has given us a stipulation how much you are supposed to charge as professional fee for the services you have rendered.
More like a percentage.
Yes.
Okay.
That you have rendered. Besides, we have on our logo. When you get to our office, you see our logo, Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyor and Valuer. You see our logo, Estate Surveyor and Valuer Registration Board of Nigeria. Anything outside that is not within our scope. It's those people you are referring to as people that used to charge arbitrarily. So without any basis, we call them charlatan and quacks.
Sometimes they'll just size you from up to bottom, and they'll be like, okay.
So my question is this: Is it that under your law, I mean, for y'all that work professionally, is it that you're allowed to work with these agents who are under the quackery? I call them the quack agents, okay? Because a lot of times, you see, I'm trying to be practical here. You see a lot of them, probably that does something in the neighborhood because he has an idea of the vacant houses in the neighborhood. He would mingle with, guys that will need their accommodation. Then he will take you to an office of the professionals, okay? And probably there's like a percentage way or whatever amount that is being given to them. Is it like it is ethical for you guys to work with them? Or, I don't know, I need you to clarify that part for us.
Thank you very much. See, the estate agency in Nigeria is all commerce affair. When I say all commerce affair, everybody see that area that is what I can do. Forgetting that you need trainings to do it properly. And that is why some of them, you see them, they run into police today, they run into court tomorrow.
Fair enough.
So you see them because
getting in trouble.
Yeah, getting themselves in trouble. Now, we are not foreclosing it. You, as you are seated here, you can make a referral. If you have somebody, doctor, please, I have so that is looking for this. You can refer anybody.
Referral, yes, right.
Yes. So, like them too. Even if they refer somebody or they bring somebody, it's better. Because we are going to regulate. Whatever he is bringing, when he gets to us, we will regulate it. So that is more better than them concluding it on their own. If they conclude it on their own, there will have been a lot of issues, even in their own practice aspect. But when they get to us, we are not foreclosing that they can come to us. But when you bring something, we will regulate it. If you are not ready for that, then we ask you to leave.
All right.
So we don't foreclose that, but we regulate. And like I said, it's all commerce affair. That every day canary. Even a barber will say, I'm doing this.
That's right.
A carpenter will do, I will do this. Anybody can know anybody.
So it's doing like a side hustle thing.
Exactly.
Putting yourself in the position of an agent without having the required training is causing a lot of problems. And that is what society is complaining about.
Exactly.
Now, thank God for the Osun State government under our Excellency, Governor Ademola Adeleke. He has done well through the House of Assembly. They have instituted a bill. In fact, it has become a bill. We call it Agency Regulation Estate Agency Regulation Bill. So, they look into the activities of these people that they are almost damaging a lot of the they are damaging a lot of things regarding real estate. So now say this thing, we need to look into it. So they now, through the House of Assembly, brought up a bill. So, and that bill, we were invited. We submit a lot of papers. We presented a lot of papers, proposal, memorandums here and there to ensure that that bill is done. And we thank God they were able to. When their bill is fully into operation now, all these activities will be fully.
Is emotion already?
We can
will be fully regulated. The bill it has been done. I think it has been passed into law. It has been passed.
When was that?
So I think late last year.
Okay.
So when it's fully in operation, it will help regulate the activities of this quarter.
I think the policy needs to be implemented as fast.
And I hope you're going to come back here to come and tell us what time it's been.
We are open for that.
Get to do that. All right. Now let's talk about. He was mentioning. Our doctor was mentioning the issue of them just slashing things as they want. That's the other side of agents who are not professionals in this thing. However, let's talk about the actual, due cost. What is expected from a professional, as in, for example, now, and how do I get to identify or locate a professional? Because in the real sense, it is these set of individuals you get to miss most of the time. It's more like they are louder than the real professionals themselves.
And more visible.
Before I got to know you, I've seen about 20. I don't want to exaggerate. Let me just say I've seen about 5 agents. If I even got to know that there is an Etse surveyor and valuer in Osun State, Oshogbo precisely, like they are more in number. They are louder,
accessible.
They are easy to access. And apologies to them. Actually, I'm not trying to, but get at anyone. So I remember that I had an experience with at a particular time. The point is, they charge you for coming to their office because they want to take you to show you the house. There's a charge for that. They charge you for the fact that you've seen the house, and they might charge you for
not liking it.
You've accepted the house, and they'll now say, okay, because you've accepted, now for caution fee. Are you saying that you've already believed that because somebody like me coming to I will spoil something by force? And the problem is sometimes you stay in houses like that and you leave it just the same way you met it, and that caution fee is not required.
I love this. That's a big question.
What do you have to say to all of this? And what is the actual guideline in addition to the actual pay of the property? Let me use the word just the way.
All right, thank you so much. I like that question. Very intelligent question, sir. Because if you do not answer that question, and we leave this studio, we have not done any justice to what we have got come to do. Now, you see, there's this adage. The competent are not confident. The confident are not competent.
Whoa. Okay.
And what does this mean? Now, you see, in life, those who are not competent, they are the loudest.
Yes.
They are the loudest.
The Yoruba will say they use oboju.
God bless you.
Okay.
So, and if care is not taken, those who are confident, those who are competent may not be confident. But by God's grace, we are trained, we are competent, and our competence gives us our confidence. We know our onions. So, but the truth is that everything of value may not look common. That explains the reason why they may be more visible. Their visibility does not mean
competency.
Competency.
And it does not mean that they are rendering valuable.
The value you are getting good value for your money when you consult with them. So simply put, how do you get to know that we are actually visible? Say, for example, I'm putting this cap on purpose. This logo here, that's our logo. And in any office that you enter, and you can't find this logo, please do not stay.
Okay. What is rated on this cap anyway?
This is the logo of Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers.
Okay. NIESV.
Yeah. When you get into an office and you can't find this logo, don't stay there, no matter how beautiful the office is. Somebody once asked me, I'm sorry, I'm going to answer that way. I want to lay background. Somebody was asking me, he said, how about those who are graduate? I said, the fact that they are graduate does not mean they are competent at handling estate management.
Fair enough.
The fact that somebody stays around the court does not make the person a lawyer.
That's right.
That you have certificate does not mean you sabi.
Does not mean you understand.
Yeah.
So back to the question, sir. Now there are regulations. Now one of the regulations that regulates that keeps us in check as professionals in the industry in our institution is this: that you are not permitted to charge more than 10% of the rent. Anything other than that is evil.
So more like let's be practical. You know, some persons are very poor in mathematics. A house of 300,000 additional should be 30,000.
30,000 for the agency fee.
Goodness. Okay.
And then you will have to pay another 10% for the preparation of tenancy agreement. But this is
plus and minus 40, 50 at most.
At most. Then talking about the caution deposit you are referring to.
That's right.
Of course, caution deposit is meant to caution the tenant while he uses the property for that period, for that tenancy period. So, and it is meant, we actually call it refundable caution deposit, RCD. But when you go to them, they won't mention refundable. And it's on purpose. They know what they are doing. It's intentional. But it's actually refundable caution deposit. And what does it mean? When you are leaving that property, if you leave it the way you met it, that fund should be refunded. And it should not be more than 10% too, or at most 15 or 20%.
And depends on the facility.
Depending on the facility. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because some tenants can be very destructive. That's it.
Yeah. Some people are just.
So there's no standard rate for caution fee. Every facility comes with its own.
Exactly, like you said. The way it depends on the facility in place. Say, for example, you have a property with POP with facilities.
I get the angle. A glass house.
God bless you. Will be different from
a muddy house.
God bless you. So that what determines the caution deposit. So all these fees are regulated, and they are with a percentage. Under the law, normally that caution deposit should not be more than 20%.
It's not spendable.
And you should not, as it were, as an agent, spend the money.
You know, Ajibike, I'm itching to ask this question, but we'll go on break. When we return, we'll continue from there. I'm itching to ask that if an agent charges me, now that I know that it's 10%, what can I sue my agent for charging me beyond the normal?
I think I love this.
But we need to go on break. When we return, we'll continue with the conversation. Stay with us.
Professionally known as Lolly Keys. I'm a music producer at Sounduse Global Limited. So I started music production at the age of 20 or 19. Yeah, when I was in secondary school, when I'm about to finish secondary school. And I fell in love with music because I find peace with it. Like, I don't know, I just see music as my life. So, and along the line, I started as a keyboard player. So along the line, I became a music producer, and ever since then, I'm really happy with it.
I've been writing in my diary, so if I talk now, you know go understand me. Nothing fit to stop me. T-Mobile shallow room on a wavy. So if you been there, text me, and I know respond on my quick share journey.
Okay. What it takes to be a music producer. Number one, getting the gadgets to start. And secondly, you have to get trained for it so that you'll be able to use all the doors we use for music production perfectly and professionally. So personally, I use FL Studio, Fruity Loops, I use Cubase, I use Ableton Live, and I also work with Edison. So And some of my challenges with production is, firstly, getting gadgets to start. As a music producer, you just have to, because sometimes there is a saying that garbage in, garbage out. If you don't have the right gadget to take a proper recording, it means your production is going to be flop. So that's number one challenge, is getting the gadgets to start. Secondly, getting professionally with your DAW. Like everything you have to use, combine all the DAWs together. Like all the DAWs I'm using today, getting to know them professionally and using them perfectly. I'm into all genres of music, maybe gospel, hip hop, or any kind of music. So by the grace of God, I've been able to work with Moabisala Uye once, Omicho Jume, and I've been able to work with Ajuba Jesu. In the hip hop line, I've been able to work with B-Red, I've been able to work with Cast Beats, and so many more. My name is Lodi Keys. I'm a music producer. Music production is my work, and my work is my pride.
This open salad recipe is definitely a game changer. So you're going to start with a mix of yellow pepper, red pepper, and onions. Blend it into a smooth paste. Then you're going to boil your yams. Then you're now going to go in with a combination of turkey, goat meat intestine, and goat's meat. This iron fruit, aka uyaya, takes the flavor of your nsala soup to the next level. You're now going to add your blended uziza seeds, your blended pepper mix, your stockfish, and your seasoning cubes. Mix this all up together and then just cover the pot and allow it to come up to a boil. At this point, your yam is perfectly cooked and you're just going to blend this. You can choose to pound this if you want pounded yam, but for me, I prefer to blend it into a smooth paste. Then you're going to use the water from your boiled yam to add to your nsala pot. You're going to add your seasoning cubes and you're going to add your dried catfish. This is the thickener, which is my blended boiled yam. Like I said, you can use pounded yam if you want, and for those of us that don't have access to yam or are too tired, you can also use poundo yam to thicken your nsala soup. Now bear in mind that when the nsala soup gets cold, it actually becomes thicker, so you don't want the perfect consistency while it's on fire. You want it to be thick but not too thick. Then you're going to add in your uziza leaves, and the flavor of the uziza with everything combined just makes for the perfect soup. Don't forget to never serve your guests your nsala soup with the uyayak still inside. Let me know.
Peach fruit. Peach fruit, scientifically known as Prunus pasca, of the rose family, and is a native of northwest China. It is grown during the summer. Peaches have a round shape with a velvety skin that can range from yellow to red. The red peaches have a taste of floral sweetness, and the yellow has an acidic taste. There are two main types, freestone and clingstone, based on how easily the flesh separates from the pit. Common varieties include El Pato, Red Heaven, and Georgia Bell. Peaches are low in calories and are rich in vitamins A, C, and E. They also contain dietary fiber, potassium, and antioxidants. The fruit promotes healthy skin, boosts immunity, and aids digestion. Peaches have inflammatory properties that may help reduce the risk of chronic diseases. They are also a good source of antioxidants, which protect against oxidative stress. The fruit may also contribute to heart health and improve digestion. Peaches are versatile, can be enjoyed in various ways. They can be eaten fresh, added to salads, used for wine, desserts like pies, tarts, cobblers, or made into jams and preserves. Grilled peaches make a delicious addition to savory dishes. Can be paired with cheese or served with ice cream. Peaches is a true marvel of nature, delighting our taste buds with its juicy sweetness and offering a plethora of health benefits. Its vibrant color, irresistible aroma, and delicate texture makes it a symbol of pure indulgence. So let's raise a pitch to celebrate the extraordinary fruits that brings joy and nourishment to our lives.
Very many thanks for being there. Still Spring Delight here on Western Spring Television. And we are talking about the issue of housing and talking about agents. And we are also going to look at the aspect of real estate itself, talking about land properties, selling of lands and all that, not just about rentage on the first angle. However, in the first segment, we're talking about housing rentage itself and the additional fee that you have to pay to agents and other stuff. And just as I was saying with Ajibike before we went on that break, that I'm itching to ask that if with this truth that we are getting to unveil on the show today, when we discover, or maybe subsequently you discover that an agent or a person who is not trying to do it as regulated, that do I have the right to charge such a person to court? A doctor, please, can you speak to that?
Thank you. There's a one caption.
Okay.
They say buyers beware. Caveat emptor. Buyers beware. Before you do anything, do your proper investigation. Before you pay any money, do your proper investigation so that you know you are paying the right thing to the right person.
Okay.
Now, in case you now discover that there is anomalies or there is things that are not clear to you regarding what you have paid, it is all right to get back your money. That I am no more interested in this deal. But you know, the process of getting money may be difficult than the process of paying.
Definitely.
That is why I say caveat emptor. Initially, you do your own work. You do your normal investigation so that you don't fall a victim of all these people we are talking about. So the right to sue is always there. It's always there on issue. But you know, cost of all doing this thing, when you put them together, will not be more than the amount you have actually paid. And that is why initially you do your findings properly. So the right to sue at every time, it's not foreclosed, it's always open. So you can sue.
Okay, before we move into the second part of our questions, where we're going to be speaking about property buying and selling and the likes of it, so we can migrate from rented apartment. So this is just coming to me. Okay, what happens in the case whereby a particular property for rent, it has 2 to 3 agents on it already? How do they deal with that? Now, that is one question. The secondly, are there punishments, or have there been punishment for these quackery agents, you know, without due respect, you know, because whether we like it or not, they provide solution in one way or the other as well to the, you know, to residents. So now, are there punishments for these persons if they are caught extorting abnormally? Those are my 2 questions, sir.
All right. So where there are 2 or 3 agents on the property.
On the property.
You see, our profession is so much regulated that this is envisaged. So professionally, where there are 2 agents, more than 1 agent on a property, you can charge 15%. 15%.
Okay. So you can go around?
So I can go around. It's allowed for.
Okay.
You know, he was talking about estate surveyors, estate surveyors and valuers, Regulation Board of Nigeria. That's the board that regulates our profession as estate surveyors and valuers. Now, we have a book, we call it Green Book. That book regulates what we do, particularly valuation.
Okay.
It's like our Bible. So now, in that regulation, our scale of professional charges, rather, I meant to say, you can charge 15% if you are 2. But that you can't charge that without the knowledge of the one paying, and you should be able to know why he's paying 15%.
Okay. It should be in the know.
It should be in the know. That's the maximum one can pay if there are 2 or more agents on a particular property, 15%.
Okay.
Do you understand?
All right.
So all this idea of we are 8, we are 10, is your business. You can be 20, it's your business. You can't overcharge a client. Do you understand?
Okay.
So that you will be in the know. And that happens more in sales, not in renting. In sales, you have what you want to sell. Okay, I want to commission 2 agents to ensure that this thing goes on time. You are commissioning 2 agents, you should know you should pay more. Do you understand?
Fair enough.
And I must be very careful to say this here before I forget. Now, as a seller, you don't do the mistake of telling them, go and sell and add whatever you like on the property.
That's a no-no.
Don't do that.
Okay.
If you do that, you have shot yourself in the leg. They may sell much more than you ever think of. Say you ask them to say, okay, I just want 20 million naira. You can
whatever
sell
you sell
whatever
is
you
not my business.
That's one of that big mistake that's
they win 30 million from your hand.
So just make sure that you pay them their fees. Whatever you sell comes back to me and I pay you your fees.
What a beautiful transition there.
Do you understand?
Yeah, getting the point.
So that is that about that.
Okay.
So it is possible that one retains the service of more than one agent.
Okay.
In that case, you should be ready to pay 15%.
Okay.
And that should not be too much for anybody who wants
just
to put
very quickly add up this now that we have crossed to the aspect of selling now. A lot of people have been having issues with selling of properties. Before you know it, land issue, talking about this land was sold and it has been sold to somebody earlier. You know, a lot of back and forth happening. And if for our viewers at home, if you're following with Bamekoya program, a lot of land issues are becoming back to back on that program as a result of maybe somebody sold the land and before you know it,
for more than one person.
What is the role of an estate surveyor valuer in ensuring the accuracy of a land? Does estate surveyor valuer have a role to play in that?
Of course we do. And by law, we are the only professionals that are trained to be able to help you get a land that is free of all such hazards. Why? Because we know the market, we know the terrain, and we can help you do search. There is what we call social search and then legal search. We do the legal search in conjunction with the lawyers at the land registry with the state government. Do you understand? But the social search is what we do because we know the market, we know the terrain. So once you want to buy a property, all you need to do, commission an estate surveyor and valuer. I want to buy this property. So he does a search for you. We know what to do. We ask questions. We do survey. When I mean survey, it doesn't mean just measuring. We do survey. We do legal survey. We do social survey to ensure that the one who is selling the property is actually the owner. So we won't advise you to buy property and buy into litigations. So it's all we are talking about is that if you consult with professionals, you pay less. People do think that when they consult with professionals, they will pay more. But in actual fact, you pay more with mediocrity. Excellence is far cheaper than mediocrity. So we should ensure as investors, when you want to buy, retain the service of an estate surveyor. He knows what to do.
No, so you didn't answer my question when I said, are there punishment for these agents who go out of their way to charge abnormally, be it sales or rentals?
All right. For now, there may not be punishment from us until that real estate agency law comes into operation. For now. But it will soon come into operation.
Okay.
But of course, you know, in law, if you err, you'll be punished.
Definitely.
That goes back to the question you asked, that can they be sued? They can be sued. So if anybody goes wrong with your investment as a Nigerian, you are free to sue the person. That's about the only punishment that is available for now. But when that law comes into operation, there, of course, definitely in that law,
there is no law, there is no sin. But when there is law, there's definitely.
Do you understand? But even without while we await the operation of that law, of course, the Nigerian legal system never permits anyone to extort. So you can always sue the person in question.
Doctor, let's come in here and talk about the government. What will be your counsel and advice to governments? Now, talking about beyond just selling and renting, how can real estate professional like you now advise the state government on public-private partnership? The essence is to create social housing for low-income earners, those that are earning like the minimum wage 75,500 plus, like Osun State here. What be your advice to the government?
Thank you once again. Before I answer that question, I just want to add to what my colleague said on, because you did ask for what are those things that the buyer should do so that it will not run into problem. Issue of land, like I said earlier, I say caveat emptor, buyers beware. The first thing you should do is diligence. And
are you saying from the part of the buyer, right?
One of it, but doing that is when you go to an estate surveyor and valuer like us. You sat down in your house, you now say, I want to do this. Who should I go to? The solution to your thinking is that I should go to estate surveyor and valuer because they can now play with it. We have a regulation, we have a law, we have a punishment. So your stamp, the stamp of an estate can be withdrawn. So yes, it can be withdrawn. We never practice again. So now, and issue of land, we have formal land, we have informal land.
Explain.
Formal land are those land that has title and they have registration with government. Now, when you get to Ministry of Lands, land registry, you see the record there. So those lands, they don't usually have much problem.
They give person rest of mind.
Yes, give you rest of mind because the title is clear. If there is any encumbrance or whatever on that land, they will tell you straight. By the time you conduct the search, as mentioned by my colleague here, because you get there, once you see the comment, you see the volume, you see the page, you see everything. Just go there, please. Who owns this land? So person. Okay. Is there any encumbrance? They will tell you no encumbrance. Is there any mortgage? Is there any transaction? They will say no. So then it's pure. You can go ahead. But informal land are the land that is common to you and I that we usually buy. Please, I want to buy 1 plot. I want to buy 2 plots. I want to buy a car. Just measure it. I am the owner. My family is the owner. That one has to be very, very careful. So the major thing you look for there through your estate surveyor and valuer who is working for you, because once you entrust everything in, you don't have anything to worry about. It will do all the work for you. And majorly we always after the root title of that land. We are the root title from day one. We must get there. So how many hands has the land exchanged? So that we know. Is it 2, 3, 4?
Who is the original?
So the original, that is where the root title is. Once you're able to get that link, then the problem is solved. So there's no way you can run into a problem. So coming back to the question, issue of PPP, public-private partnership, is always is a good instrument that if properly explored, it will have given us, it will have solved part of the housing problem that we have. Now, you see most of the universities now, they go on PPP arrangement so that they can solve the problem of accommodation for students. For instance, if you get to OAU now, you see so many hostels built, operate, and transfer. They provide the land, they provide enabling environment for the investors to come. You have your money. We individual, we investor, we have money, but we need the environment. The school authority, they have the population. The demand is there. They have the land. So they give it to you. Then there will be a proper arrangement. There will be a regulations, there will be a documentation, legal backing. So the regulatory framework and the enabling environment is key when you want to go into PPP. So, and to the glory of God, most of the people that have gone into it, they are doing very well. And the arrangement is okay. So were able to reduce students' housing problem through that. So the same thing can be replicated by the government. Now, the government needs to do is, one, the regulatory framework that will make it easier for would-be investors to come. You know, there are some regulations in it. When you look at the framework, it should not be profitable for the investors, so they will run away. That is one. Then the credit should be made available. Government has the power to create credit facilities for the investors. You know, they provide their home. The investors also provide their own side. You know, it's like equity contributions from the government and from the investors. When the two of them, when they come together, then for the low-income earners, it is, you know, most of these low-income earners, they are civil servants. And based on their salary grade, you know, there's a way through the arrangement, through the legal framework they have prepared, you know, they can structure it. We have a National Housing Fund. You know, all through these agencies, government too can have their home.
Yeah.
Through all this, the civil servant can benefit. When they start, we have contributory pension fund, we have this, we have that. The government is running here and there. So with all this harmonized together, civil servant can benefit. You know, the government, we have to come in such a way that there will be, you know, it's a social something in form of subsidizing that kind of amount. Exactly. Once you are able to meet up, let's say the house at the end of the day is about 20 million or 25 million. So if you are able to contribute up to 10, 15 million, government may say, okay, we are subsidizing this. And the investor, the private person will benefit for his own involvement. Then the government also will benefit in form of social responsibility to the income, for the income earners. So that's the best we can do. The enabling environment, government can even make available land. You know, they have power to acquire landed property compulsorily. Right. Yes, for providing public interest. When they are providing the house for the public, they can acquire a large expanse of land through the power of eminent domain that is residing with the government. You know, individual cannot do that. Yeah. You cannot go and say you want to acquire somebody's land. It's not done. It is government they can do that. Exactly. So they can do that for that purpose. So, and once since you and I want to benefit, it's public. It's like building a hospital. Exactly. It's like constructing road. Exactly. It's like constructing any other public facility. Yeah. So because public are the ones that are benefiting. So it's allowed. They can acquire land through that power. And once they acquire land, then the investor can now collaborate with the government. And they will do it as we come to success.
You know, when you're having that conversation, it occurred to me that few times I've run into a set of persons saying, okay, if I want to buy a land, I'd rather not go to, this is practical, I'd rather not go to a professional. They will not give us a payment plan that is suitable for us. But when we go to, you know, these ones that we are speaking about, there is a way they will do it, Dakoda, they call it, you know, can just reach an agreement like, okay, I will pay instrumentally, this is how I'm going to pay. But when they come to people like you, the certified ones, for such payment plan is usually not doable. How true is this statement?
No, we have developers.
Okay.
And yeah, all around. It's allowed to be a developer.
I want to buy a land. I don't have so much. Can we work on a payment plan?
Definitely. Definitely. And these people you are talking about, I don't really get people you are referring to.
Yes, I mean these ones that are not properly certified
as an surveyor.
Yes.
You see, we are professionals that we render services. Some of us, if we have money, if we have access to credit,
to funds,
we can go into development.
It's part of
and become a developer.
Oh, okay.
You know, developers, they are not estate surveyor and valuer.
Different jurisdictions.
Somebody may have money and he say, okay, I want to go into development, or I want to go into acquiring land and be selling it to people. It's not necessarily that the person should be an estate surveyor and valuer.
Okay.
But if he has an estate surveyor and valuer in his employee,
in his team,
it will help him. It will help him better to do the work as expected. So, but if they are doing it on their own, you know, they can decide what they like for themselves. They can play upon the intelligence of the public. So I say, okay, this is the way I want to run my things. And they will not disclose the actual process of everything to you. You will have paid. before they are now saying, this is another fee, this is another amount,
charges.
These are another charges. That is their own character. So, but if it is an essence of value that is run that kind of outfit, we will run it properly and we guide you. It will tell you what you are supposed to, how you are supposed to do it.
I can favor you as well.
Yes, in a way.
Breakdown.
Yes, in a way that it will be convenient for you. You know the beginning and you know the end.
Okay.
So that is that.
All right. Let's look at this from this angle, talking about the Nigerian Tax Act of 2025. Now in effect, and there is a provision that VAT exception on residential rents is added. In your opinion, let me start with you, Yesby Sunday. Now, this is personal opinions I would like to hear. Do you think with this policy, a rentage fee, I'm going back to the first aspect of the conversation, should be reduced in our jurisdiction like Oshobo here?
The doctor just cough?
Well,
I was going to say that I've never seen where rent has ever reduced. It rather increases. This on a lighter note. What do you think?
Well, in my opinion, I don't think it will make it will make any difference, as it were.
Even with the fact that VAT is exempted for a residential apartment. So it's a benefit to the owner of the house.
It is. Okay. It is. But then, it's both ways.
Okay.
There's also the provision of that tax law, if I'm not mistaken, which says that from your personal taxes that's due to you, you have the privilege of
to remove your rent out first before whatever your income. The tax doesn't work on your rent. Remove your rent.
Do you understand? So it's both ways.
Exactly.
It's both ways. So when it is both ways, so why should the landlord bear the body?
All right, Doctor, let's say your personal opinion on that.
There's no way you can do that. The cost of items is high, even if it is reduced. Is it commensurate with the level, the way things, cost of commodity items are rising in the market? So it's insignificant. So the withholding tax is also there, so that when you get your rent, you pay certain percentage. So is that value added tax that is removed is insignificant compared to the rising cost of items. So is it reduced from other items too? No. So it's insignificant. The rent remains the same because property appreciates in value.
Okay.
Every time. If you buy property this year, the following year it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It will have appreciated. If you buy a property of 10 million, if it's in good look, you can sell it 20 million the following year or the following month safe. So it can multiply. So it's going up like that. So rent also goes up. So it doesn't follow that rule. Doesn't follow it at all. So it follows the market. The rent obeys the rule of the market, not the rule of value added tax.
VAT that has come from one of our policy that we have there. All right. Lastly, from my end, because we need to wrap up. Let's look at it. Let's say, for example, you to have the ears of the governor. I would like each of you to answer this question. I'll start with Doctor first. What would be your top priority talking about housing reform that you could suggest to the current governor of Osun State? What would be your top priority that you would tell him that, Your Excellency, this is what I will say you should do as regards housing reform as applies to us here in Osun State?
Thank you very much. I'm glad to have that question. Housing is not government responsibility alone. See individual houses in Nigeria. Can you compare it to what the government is providing, even at all levels? So it's a combined effort. So in reforming Osun State, if I want to advise the governor as a question comes, now, one thing I would advise is that governors should use its power to make land accessible to the citizens. Land is not accessible. Some people have money, they can't get land. Where they have, they want it. One, how will he make land accessible? By acquiring large expanse of land in different locations. Now, having done that, they will now do what is called site and surfaces.
Okay.
So that land, they will divide it into several plots. They will now surface it with good road, good electricity. By the time you do that, you will see a lot of people that will go there with small amount of money. They are ready to build it themselves. So, but those ones are not available. Even if you want to borrow money personally to build, there is no land. Even if you get land, road is not available
no road
to get there. Even if the road is there, there is no electricity, there is no water. If government can do all this for us, my dear brother, we'll go far in housing provision. So if that one is a part of the reform, like I said, government cannot do much.
Exactly.
How many people they want to build house for? But if those ones are available, people can do it on their own.
To build their houses.
Yes. Thank you.
What would be your
All right, thank you so much. In addition to what Doctor has said, I just want to paint a scenario. Okay. You see, I call Nigeria the land of opportunity, the land of possibilities.
I agree with you.
But there are some of our possibilities that are not positive. Now, it's only in Nigeria that you build your house, your personal home, and then you will meter it yourself. You will run the water yourself. You have the pole yourself, and they will tell you it is the government who owns the pole, who owns the wire, who owns the meter.
Even you are the one that went to the bush to cut the tree, bring it down, and draw the wire, tap the light.
Did you build one recently?
I've been seeing
and they will be telling you that IBDC owns, I'm sorry to mention to mention name, owns the meter, owns the wire, owns everything. So like Doctor said, the government, if I have the ear of the governor, just like Doctor said, let all this be made available for Nigerians. Nigerians are not asking for too much. Just the enabling environment, whereby I don't have to sink my own borehole to get water. I don't have to go and buy my own pool.
They should help with the basics.
Basics. You are not asking for too much.
That's right.
So I want to thank God for our current governor, Governor Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke. He's doing so much. Of course, there's still room for more.
Definitely.
Regarding infrastructure in Osun. Osun has turned to construction site. Kudos to the governor. If I have his ears, I would love to. I'll just say, Oga, please, can you do much more? You can do much more. Creating an enabling environment. I told you the other time, environment is key.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the environment is right, every other thing will come in place.
That's right.
So that's my take.
Yes, thank you very much, Tips. I don't know if you have.
No, I'm good. Thank you so much for coming.
It has been a very insightful and interesting
enlightening as well
with the ESVs, the ESV Dr. Adenle Olani. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And also the OAPESV.
I love the sound of that.
It's a pleasure to have
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Just as I told you, it's an interesting one, and I believe you've gotten insight as regarding rentage, as regards buying of land. This conversation cannot end just today. There are other aspects of. I was itching to ask, but we just have to go talking about the aspect of areas where I can start investing in real estates and all that. If you ask ESV,
for future
doctor
purposes,
now, they'll start giving you
strategic
locations. But I don't want them to give you the OT now. If you want to reach out, okay, let's do it this way. Just an open floor. If you want to reach out to, just last question now.
Okay.
Reach out to the Sabi people now. That's the ESVs. How do we locate them? I was mentioning, at the point we're saying that these other agents are the ones that are everywhere. If today I need a house now, if I just go out, maybe I ask a colleague, the next number they will give me is the number of an agent.
No, you'll have seen the placard on the street. Two bedroom available. Call.
How do we locate?
Sorry.
How do we get to locate the office of estate surveyors and valuers? How accessible can we?
Yes, we are accessible. Now we have close to 50 practitioners in Osogbo alone.
Yes, more than that.
50 practitioners. More than 50. So, and as I said earlier, this logo will direct anyone in Osogbo to where you are going. We are on Ogoluwa axis alone. We have
Kilometer 3, we have our
secretariat, and we have a number of estate firms there.
Okay.
I think from that even settles the question. From secretariat, whichever angle can be gotten to. Please, can you reiterate more on that secretariat location where people can come in then from there?
Okay, very good. Kilometer 3.
After DSS office.
By the levy, we have our secretariat there.
You have our main secretariat there.
Nigerian
and the list of our members are there.
Okay.
The secretary, the desk officer is there. So any SS of and valor that you need, you will see their records.
You see their records there.
So you can pick
anyone closest to you.
And then call them.
Impressive. I think that settles that. And once again, it has been a very interesting conversation. And this is how we're wrapping it up for the weekend, making your weekend delightful. We have, in case you say they never cut you soap, we don't cut you soap today.
That's right.
So get to use the soap very well and beat and stay clean. Very, very important. My name is Olufemi Alagban. This is where we're signing off, handing you over to the director. Shout out to Dami there, be giving you lots and lots of spring, whatever we've got
spring entertainment
on the package. And definitely, you can't do away with music. Dami will still give you some music. That's what we're wrapping it up. From my end, Olufemi Alagba is my name. Bye for now.
Yes, right. My name is RGBK, and during whatever you do, please do it right. Enjoy your weekend.